What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 400 subscribers, of course. And my bad if you can hear a helicopter in the background. I just want to get this video for y'all. But I was just thinking about Giannis. Like, for some reason, I was thinking about Giannis. And I was thinking about, what does Giannis have to do to get his proper respect? Because, obviously, I was thinking about the Bleacher Report list. And they had Giannis at 25 and the other power forwards at his position. They had Karl Malone at 22. You had Dirk at 18. You had KG at 16. And I would arguably say that Giannis is the only power forward better than Giannis in NBA history would be Tim Duncan. Like, that's the only person I would really put over Giannis. Anybody else, I guess you could make a debate for it, except for Karl Malone. I do feel like Giannis passed up Karl Malone when he got his ring. Like, that's what I thought that happened. But Kate, Garnett, and Dirk, like, I feel like you have an argument for that. But at the same time, I can see why you want to pick Giannis, because obviously Giannis has dominated the league since obviously he won his most improved award. He has a defensive player of the year. He has a championship. He has 2 MVPs. What else do you want out of a superstar? So when is Giannis going to get his proper respect? Will it take another ring for him, for them to acknowledge that Giannis is the second best power forward of all time? What is it? Because I just don't understand. Like, it, maybe it's me being a new age generation, whatever, blah blah blah, like, fan. Like, I don't know. Like, it's something about Giannis that the media doesn't like. They don't talk about him at all. Like, when he was doing the MVP race, like, I'm pretty sure Giannis was third, and it was only a race between Shea and Jokic. Like, what the fuck? And Giannis' stats this season, he had 30.5 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. He was playing some point guard position of this season, or last season, guys, the season's over. With Dame being out with injury some of the year, like, this season is going to be a struggle, because I feel like this Bucks team is not good except for Giannis, and Giannis is still going to find a way to drag this terrible Bucks team to the playoffs. So what if he drags this team to the playoffs? Are we ready to say that he's better than Malone now? Like, what is it going to take? I just don't understand, like, the NBA politics when we're discussing Giannis. Because obviously, I see people talk about Giannis is supposed to be doing that. He's 7 foot. He's like 250. He's strong as shit. What the fuck do you mean? Like, there be other people in the NBA that's supposed to be moving like a certain way, and they don't do it. And Giannis does it every single season, and they just ignore it because Giannis has just been this great for this many years. Like, it's stupid to me how Giannis doesn't get his proper respect. Like, I'm always talking to my friends. I'm pretty sure I said something to my brother about Giannis being maybe the best player in the NBA. Like, and nobody's gonna talk about it. We're obviously gonna put Giannis in the top 5, but Giannis is no better than Giannis. You can make an argument for Giannis being one if Giannis had the roster around him every single season, like all of these other superstars have around them. And the only player I would feel like that doesn't have a superstar or whatever roster around him is Jokic. And obviously we know Jokic is a top 2 player in basketball, but right after him, or right, if you could make a debate about it, it would be Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I just don't think Giannis is given fair treatment as the other top players in the NBA, or even in general. Like we started this video saying, NBA history, I don't think Giannis is given his far amount of respect. And these last couple videos, I've been making videos about players that deserve respect, and Giannis is probably the top of the list, because Giannis does this every single season. He gives you a 30-point. He averages 30 every single season. He averages above 10 rebounds a game. He gives you above 5 assists per game. What else would you want out of a player? He's dominating every single night. Like, what I was seeing in the playoffs when Dame went out with his Achilles injury, Giannis had them niggas on his back, and he still was losing. And nobody was going to talk about Giannis doing the carry job. I seen no analyst talk about Giannis carrying that terrible Bucks team when Dame went out. It was just praise for the Pacers, which the Pacers did deserve, but they were going against Giannis and a bunch of scrubs, if we want to keep it a buck. Like, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm just passionate about this subject because I really thought Giannis should have got his respect a couple seasons by now, and we still don't talk about Giannis like he's a top 15 player of all time. And yes, I'm going to make the argument Giannis is a top 15 player of all time. Maybe the old head's going to get mad at me, whatever, but I'm going to say in my heart, like, I think that Giannis could maybe be top 15 all time. We can make the debates. You can debate me if you want to. And it is a debate. I won't say for sure that I have Giannis in the top 15 list, because like I told you, I'm terrible at making lists. But if you want to ask me right now, off the top of my head, I would probably have Giannis in that top 15. Because like I said, the only power forward that I think is for sure better than Tim Duncan is, I messed it up. But the only power forward that I would say is better than Giannis is Tim Duncan, and I have Tim Duncan as in my top 5, as y'all would know. Like, if y'all watch the video, like, I always say that I have Tim Duncan as a top 5 player. But I want to talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, because if y'all don't know, like, maybe I don't look up his stats, like, y'all don't pay attention to what Giannis has been doing for the last couple seasons, but let's just do it, because if y'all don't believe me, in 2023-2024, he averaged 30.5 points per game, 11.5 rebounds, and 6.5 assists. The same averages as this season, by the way. In this 2022-2023, he averaged 31 points, 12 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. In the 21-2022 season, he averaged 30 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. In the 2020-2021 season, his championship season, he averaged 28 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. And is in the 2019-2020 season, his second MVP season, he averaged 29.5 points per game, 13.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. In the 2018-19 season, he averaged 27.5 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, and 6 assists. He's having better seasons right now at this moment than he did during his MVP seasons, and I feel like we can still see glimpses of what Giannis can be, because obviously we've been talking about it for some years now, about Giannis's 3-point shooting, but I feel like he's genuinely improved it, and the mid-range has improved even more. He's been taking the Dirk fadeaway mid-range shot, and that bitch has been going in for him. Giannis turns 31 in December, so he's still young. He's still in his prime. So I don't know when Giannis is possibly going to get out of his prime, because a player that big, that fucking strong, and that big, and that dominant, I feel like there's no really stopping him. And I feel like if he was marketed, I don't even know if that's a word, but if he was marketed correctly, like, it'd be insane, bro. That's why people keep preaching, like, people like myself keep preaching for Giannis to demand a trade, but Giannis is too loyal for that, so I don't think Giannis is ultimately going to demand a trade. But even if he does, watch people start dick rodding Giannis, like talking about Giannis is the best player in the world, when he's been putting up these statistics, he's been putting up these accolades, he's been doing whatever the fuck he wanted since 2017. So if you're gonna wait till him to get it on another team to give him respect, that's what we're gonna do because he's in Milwaukee. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, the NBA politics about basketball, bro. Because when you look at it, Giannis, you look at a player of Giannis' caliber, you're like, what the fuck? Is he top 15 all time? The way he's dominating every night, the way you look at his accolades, a fucking, hold on, let me pull him up. I just had him up just now too. A two-time MVP, a Finals MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, a Most Improved Player, an All-Star Game MVP, NBA Cup, if you care about that. 2017, 18, an 8-time All-Star, an 8-time All-NBA First Team Selection, or no, a 6-time All-NBA First Team Selection, a 2-time All-NBA Second Team Selection, a 4-time All-Defensive First Team Selection, and a 1-time 2017 Defensive Second Team Selection, a champion, a Cup champion, if you want to include that. Like, the accolades speak for themselves, but I just want to know, like, what would it take for Giannis to get some respect? Like, Giannis had, let me not say that. What would it take for Giannis to get his full deserved respect? I'll say that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe. Made it to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and the channel icon's right here on the right, and there's a video on the left. Click one of them holes if you didn't watch it already, and subscribe. Help the channel grow, and I appreciate you.